What's going on YouTube? Pistol Pete here. Today I'm bringing you a badass folder. So as you guys saw, I got this really rare prototype of Ontario designed by Jerry Hossom. Jerry Hossom has some bitchin' blades, but he did sub out a couple knives, one to Spyderco and one to I should say one. He did a few to Spyderco and the other ones to Ontario. So they passed on the big blade. Spyderco picked up the big blade, which I'll bring it up here. Freaking awesome, this freaking thing. Look at this. So this one's real rare because this was a prototype. Spyderco went with this design, not Ontario. So, and this is still made out of the N690 steel, all that stuff, just bitchin' ass steel. Nothing fancy. Love this when he reviewed it and chopped it. You can see he did a full hard use review on this damn thing. Not this one, but the Spyderco version, but it's the same thing. And this thing held up freaking amazing. So since I already did a review on this one, since I got this one, I was like, man, I would love to get to have a folding knife to match. It's called Retribution, I believe it's called. And it's designed also by Jerry Hossom, and it's Ontario brand and Ontario branded. Freaking badass. And both of these are made in Italy. So I believe they said they're made by Fox in Italy. So these are Fox-made knives. I mean, everyone knows Fox is bitching, dude. They're really good at making knives. So even though the brand's kind of a weird thing, right? It's kind of funny. I didn't even know they do that much. Knife made by Fox, I should say branded Ontario, so sold by Ontario, made by Fox, designed by the different designers. Just, yeah, there's a lot of people getting together and collabing for these things, man. So it's pretty bitchin' though. It's kind of cool. And this one's a cool history right here. Like I said, since they didn't pick it up, this one, like I said, this one is pretty damn rare. It's just a prototype. But like I said, since I wanted that one, I had to get the damn knife, the Hossom folding knife. And I was freaking surprised at this thing when I got it in hand. It's a freaking monster. So let's get started. I ended up getting brand new in the box. This is discontinued as well. Both of these are obviously, the prototype is going to be impossible to find. I doubt. I think they only made a couple of them, so it's very going to be hard to find out. This one you can still find. I think there's even a couple on eBay right now. Kind of pricey though. I lucked out and got this in a bid, but a lot of times you can get it, buy it now. I've seen a couple buy it nows for like around $260 to $300. Which is still, in my opinion, still worth even that. This thing is freaking bitching. So let me show you guys. So this is the Ontario Hossom. Like I said, it came in the damn brand new with the box. It did come with this nice vinyl carrying case marked Ontario with Ontario Knife Co. or OntarioKnife.com at the bottom there. It does have a pretty generous belt loop and freaking bitchin' knife. So let me show you this thing. Like I said, when I pulled it out, I was pleasantly surprised at the quality and the size of this freaking thing. Look at this freaking thing. Freaking humongous. And I mean, in a good way. I love it. I know a lot of people, I mean, this isn't going to be your EDC, right? This is like this falls in the class of like, what is it? Some of the cold steels, like, what's that big one? I mean, we're talking like the Rajas and the look how thick this sucker is. The class with the Rajas. There's another one I'm trying to think is on top of my head that's similar to this.
The 4 Max and the 5 Max.
From Italy and all over. It's not the Code 4. It's the... Oh man, if I think about it, I'll let you guys know. But anyways, it's just a humongous knife. And look at this freaking thing. Look at this blade. Look how beautiful that is. I love when they do recurves like that. Man, it's just so beautiful. And on this side, you got the Ontario Hossom decal or branding. Here you got where it says made in Italy. Let's see if it'll pick that up. Made in Italy, and then it has the steel, which is that N690 CO, which is awesome steel here. It's really durable, holds up really well, holds an edge really well. No very minimal rusting if it does rust at all. Just an awesome knife. And man, look at this thing in hand. It just melts in your hand. It's just freaking great. Just beautiful knife. Nice little, you can knock someone on the noggin with that. I won't recommend pounding on wood or anything solid, but you definitely could use that as a freaking self-defense tool if you had to bust someone's noggin with that thing. It's just beautiful. Look at this. Look at the carving on that, like the grinding. It's freaking beautiful. It has a fat, generous lanyard. Like I said, I like the swoop here where your hand just fits in like a glove. Nice and thick. in a good way. You got that steel liners, solid thick. Look how thick that steel liners is. You ain't breaking this. Nice jimping back here. Get up on your thumb, going close. Like I said, I love recurves. I'm a sucker for recurves, you know. I mean, one good thing about a recurve, like I said, when you pull material, it just slices through and goes in deep, you know. So there is a purpose to a recurve, not just looks. But man, I love this knife. And this sucker came razor freaking sharp, man. Like all of them. Let's see here. I mean, it came straight up razor blade. Oh. Yeah, so I mean, let's see if it's picking that up. Yeah, you guys can see those hairs there. Yeah, sharp as hell, beautiful. So I'll go over the specs real quick. You got green micarta handles. You have a 6-inch handle length. You have the N690 steel, CO steel. You have a 4.5 inch, a little over 4.5 inch blade length, which is a pretty big ass blade. At the thickness, it's 1/4 inch thick here, then tapers down. Absolutely beautiful. Love it, love it, love it, man. And then, the overall length is 10 inches open. So we're talking a beast of a freaking blade, man. I love these. And so I brought out a couple just to show you, because me too, when I saw, there's not that many reviews on this. There's very, very little reviews on this. I don't know why. This is a beautiful bitchin' blade. But, I mean, the lockup is just freaking crazy, sharp as hell. I mean, this thing is just a solid freaking tank of a knife. Centering, see if I pick it up there. Centering is pretty much on point, like straight up right in the middle, dead nuts middle. Yeah, super smooth action. Super smooth action. Just a beautiful, beautiful knife. Absolutely love it. And so this is discontinued. Like I said, you can still find these on eBay if you want to try to get one. They're freaking badass. But okay, so I brought out some ones that everyone knows, similar knives that everyone freaking knows and loves, and just to show you the size comparison of this. So everyone knows, and a lot of people are complaining too, that the Recon 1s are pretty damn big knives, and you know, almost a little bit too big for EDC. But look at this compared to this one. So it tells you how big this freaking knife is, man. And it makes it the code 4. I mean, I keep saying code 4. The Recon 1 is not a small knife. This is a pretty damn big knife, but look at that compared to this sucker, dude. And look at that thickness. I know a lot of people complain about the thickness. Now, guys, you gotta remember, this isn't gonna be an EDC, right? So I already see the comments now. Oh, that thing's too thick. Oh, it's gonna be like a brick in your pocket. Well, that's why they give you a freaking sheath for it, right? Put it on your belt. It's a working knife. It's not mainly, you know, this is you go on the freaking ranch with or something if you're gonna do that. Put it on your belt and go out and go to town. But if you're gonna go to a store or something, I'd definitely prefer this one. It'd be a little sleeker. If you're gonna be, you know, going anywhere, hiking or walking all day, you probably want something like this. Not something like this is gonna pull your pants down. But there you go. And then I was gonna show you another one that everyone knows. I just did a review on. Same dimensions as the original, but this is a clone. The Praetorian T Medford. So, oops. Now look at this thing. This thing is a beast, a tank, right? Look at this freaking thing. See how big this is? And this is a big knife. This isn't a little knife, heavy. Now check this out. You know, so this one still has a fatter belly, but look how freaking big this freaking knife is here. Look at that. Just a freaking beast, you know, and it's freaking thick. It's just as thick as that at the thickest point as the Praetorian T clone. But yeah, just badass, man. I love it. I love the feel in the hand. I love how thick it is. I'm super stoked I got it to add to my collection. So now I got both knives. Got the and this what makes it so cool for me is they're both branded. Let me put it this way. Both branded Ontario with the same series, same style handle, made by the same designer. Look at that. How cool is that? Look it up. And look at this hand. The handles are, you can tell it's the same designer because look at the handles. Identical, except one's a folder, one's a fixed blade. Big ass fixed blade. But yeah, I freaking love it. Love them both. Jerry Hossom is one of my favorite designers. I love his look of his blades. They're just so freaking awesome. You know, if you come across any of his stuff, you can check it out. He still makes blades now. They're going to be pricey though, as custom ones. You know, they're not cheap at all. Even these aren't cheap, but these are on the cheaper side. You know, you can still pick like this. You can pick this up for around you know, if you buy it now, 250, 300 bucks. But if you wait, like me, you can find them around 100, 150 bucks if you do bidding, you know, so they come up now and then. But if you're looking for, if you want to get one right now, you want one right now, you can find them for 260, 300 around there. And there's only a few that I saw. There's maybe 3 or 4 of these on eBay. This one, no. This one here, you maybe will be able to find, the Spyderco version of this, and it's going to be like 800, 900 bucks. They're not cheap, these ones. And this Ontario branded one, you're not going to find. There's only like 2. So there's, I talked to the designer himself, Jerry, and he said that they only made, I think 2 or 3 they made of those for them, and they didn't pick up the line. So that's pretty rare. But yeah, so that's it, guys. I wanted to show you this one real quick. Looks pretty bitchin'. Tell me what you think. I think it's a freaking beautiful knife. I mean, a good knife to add to a collection, right? Not your EDC, but if you wanted a workhorse of a knife, man, just badass. Or if you just want it for collecting like me, for this is just, this stuff like this will only go up in value. It's just awesome, especially now I got the combo. Love it, love it. All right, guys, please like, subscribe, share, and until next knife, gun, or whatever.